During my youth, I have seen numerous kids' game shows, even some before my time and what have you. I've talked about several of them, including some of the underrated ones like the kids' versions of Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and Wheel 2000 and Jep. And I've also talked about Double Dare and what have you. But there's this one game show that nobody's actually even talked about. I've only seen videos with episodes of this, and I really would like to see more. And it's hosted by the host of Double Dare himself. So what you get when you put together the host of Double Dare and a big size version of the robot known as 2XL? Easy. You got this game show right here. And that's my latest episode of the Wide World Game Shows. Pick your brain. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Wide World of Game Shows. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Back again with another episode of Wide World of Game Shows. Today I'm going to be talking about a very underrated kids game show. And you know I've talked about them all a few already, like Wheel 2000 and Jep. But here's one game that I know has never gotten talked about, not even from fans of classic game shows and what have you. Well, that's going to change. Definitely. It's a it's a fun little game with a little knowledge and a little physical activities. Well, kind of in a way. Not like Double Dare though. But I think it's gonna be a I think it's a really good show. So now without further ado, I bring to you Pick Your Brain. Pick Your Brain was a kids' game show that was originally produced by Marc Summers Productions, who also hosted this show, along with the Summit Media Group and Tiger Electronics, who had produced the new version of 2XL the Robot. It originally premiered in syndication in 1993 and was distributed by Reicher Television. So, you're gonna know about Pick Your Brain. Well, this isn't gonna be an easy one, but this is a game show I do remember watching. The show debuted on September 18th, 1993. Of course, it aired in syndication. I caught it on our Fox affiliate early Saturday mornings. I think this came on right about 6 or 6:30 because I know 6:30 our ABC affiliate was airing the new adventures of Captain Planet. Anyway, now I featured children as contestants and ran weekends. So this is why I didn't do it as a Saturday morning TV law because this is a game show for you know and what have you. Marc Summers, who had recently hosted Double Dare on Nickelodeon, which that happened to have just been canceled that year, hosted and created the show. He was also executive producer as well, and was assisted by a giant robot named 2XL based on the the newly updated version of the educational toy robot that was originally introduced in 1978. Tiger Electronics recently introduced 2XL the previous year and went on until 1995. Anyway, yeah, really, really something. Okay, the shows was also presented through Toys R Us, which of course was their sponsor. Now, three children competed in a three-round game. The first round was a memory-based quiz round. To start, 2XL gave the contestants a choice of two characters at the beginning of the round. The children would then vote secretly as to which one they wanted to see. After the children made their selection, a short film was shown to them, mostly with Summers either playing the character in question or someone else telling a story about the character. Now, of course, Summers played several characters, including like characters like a bee, or even a parody of ABC newsman Ted Koppel called Ned Lawful on a little program called Brainline, which was a parody of ABC News on Nightline. Let's see, where was After the film was shown, Summers asked a series of 7 toss-up questions about it. To answer, a player pushed a brain-shaped buzzer, and the first buzz in got to try to answer the question. Players could not buzz in until Summers read the entire question. Only one answer was allowed per question, and any child who gave a correct answer earned 25 points, for a maximum of 175 points if a player got all 7 correct. If someone failed to answer correctly at all, or none of the 3 contestants buzzed in, 2XL would give the answer himself. At the end of the first round, before the break, 2XL asked a question to the home viewers and revealed the answer before the beginning of the second round. Now, in round 2, the second round, all 3 players were joined on stage by an adult companion who would assist them in playing. Now, maybe one of their parents, or it could be a teacher. Anyway, for this round, 2XL displayed 3 games in his window and shuffled them randomly. In order to choose a game, the child had to hit one of the 3 buttons below the window and played whatever game was displayed. Each game was conducted the same way. All 3 were worth a maximum of 250 points, and the objectives were always to complete as many of 5 parts as possible. The combined maximum point total a player could win was 425 points, which of course that would be 175 points in the first round and 250 in round 2. Now the games were Fizz Quiz, where the 2 players participate in a physical stunt lasting 60 seconds, which was sort of factually similar to the physical challenge segment from Double Dare in a way. Next was 2x2, where one of the players was given a subject, then given a choice of 2 subcategories for their partner to answer questions from. And the final one was XL's Extra, and the team that picked this was given a chance to win a bonus prize if they gave 5 answers to a question from a chosen subject. The players alternated giving answers, and the round ended if they got all 5, took more than 3 seconds to answer, gave an incorrect answer, or repeated an answer. Now, round 3 was the final round. It was played as a straight general knowledge quiz. This time, the children raced to line up 5 brains displayed in a line atop their podium. The first and second place players were given a head start, while the third didn't get a head start. The one in the lead had 2 free brains, and all they had to do was line up 3 more. The second place player would get 1 and had to line up 4 more brains, while the third has no free ones and had to line up all 5. It has been done before, believe me. Because, as I've said before, I've seen this show. Now, let's see. Now, if by any chance the scores were tied, the children received the same amount of brains corresponding with their place. As in the first round, Summers would read toss-up questions and the players would buzz in to answer. Unlike in the first round, players could interrupt the question, and if a player gave an incorrect answer, the other 2 could then buzz in and try to answer correctly. The first player to line up all 5 brains won the game a $5,000 savings bond for their education and advance to the bonus round. Now, of course, they'll get the savings bond at the end, but I'll get to that in a bit. At the end of the round, the children were each given a sweatshirt with the name or logo of a college or university they wished to attend to when they got older. So, in other words, there's no losers on Pick Your Brain. Now, and after the final break, we go to the bonus round. The winner is rejoined by their adult partner to play this round. 2XL would display 2 prizes in his window and shuffle them around randomly. The child was given up to 3 tries to try and match one of them. One of the prizes was a trip of some sort, while the other was a smaller prize or $1,000 in cash. In order to pick a prize, the child would hit one of 2XL's four buttons, which locked the choice and place, and couldn't be pressed again once it was hit. Now, if they got one, then they had to match the other. Try and push one of the other buttons to match it. But if they got the other prize, then they would get one more try. Whichever prize the child matched was the one they won. And then after that, you are given your $5,000 savings bond for your education provided by Toys R Us, which was given to the well, it's handed out to Mark by his real life daughter Meredith. Now, and which I'm really thinking that was really something. I almost didn't realize it was until years later when I found out about this and what have you. So, anyway, it was really, really something. So, anyway, it came to an end, but before most of the time they went, to Excel would actually stop and ask Summers a crazy riddle, which 2XL referred to it as a question. Yeah, and sometimes we'll say, okay, what is it? Or it's like, what would that question be? Yeah, which is really, really funny and what have you. But yeah, I will say that I really enjoyed this and what have you. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Summer's actual daughter, Meredith, also gave out the college sweatshirts. Oops, almost forgot about that. Anyway, now I don't know how many episodes were actually done, but anyway, Pick Your Brain ended after one season on May 21st, 1994, and after that, it has never been seen again, not even on Game Show Network. I mean, now, while this show is co produced by the Summit Media Group, which is owned by Lionsgate, who knows if we could get this show back? Like I said, I think much more than even Jep or Wheel 2000, which came out a few years later. I think Pick Your Brain is easily one of the most underrated kids game shows in my opinion. I mean, I liked how Marc Summers appears and well, and actually seeing his daughter Meredith and the Big 2XL, who was voiced by Greg Berg, who had recently voiced Baby Scooter on Jim Henson's Muppet Babies. He was also a substitute voice for Donatello on the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just in case Barry Gordon didn't get a chance to show up, or something like that. Yeah, but anywho, yeah, it is a fun little show and what have you. And I'm just gonna say that this show was just so much fun to watch. Now there's there are three episodes currently available on YouTube, and the final round of one episode, and there's also a couple of promos for the show on here as well. So if you're curious to know what Pick Your Brain is like, then I'd say go for it, watch it. I mean, or if you like Marc Summers hosting Double Dare, then I think you'll feel right at home with this. Anyway, give me a second and I'll show you some pics. Here's a freeze frame of Marc Summers as Ned Koppel, the parody of Ted Koppel for Brainline. Now, this is the same for the three young contestants. Here's the big version of 2XL. I'm sure a lot of young people who grew up in maybe about mid late 80s going into the early 90s probably had one of these. Of course, this is a robot you could put a tape into to get some, well, you know, a little educational ish, well, information and all that jazz. And here's a shot of Mark and his daughter Meredith giving the savings bond to a winner in this one episode. Like I said, check it out. Well, you can check out the vids and see the actual what the actual games do and what have you. Okay, if you're into that. Now, anyway, if you're into Double Dare or maybe some of those educational type game shows for kids, then I'd say Pick Your Brain will be right up your alley. Now, as I've said, 3 episodes are available on YouTube. Plus, well, actually make it 3.5 because the fourth one has the final round. Well, the third round and a final round with this one contestant doing so well. So anyway, look those up and tell me what you thought about this show. If you've seen Pick Your Brain, tell me what did you think of the show. Leave it for me. Leave a message for me in the comment section below. A comment. And if you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'll be bringing to you my Saturday morning TV log of another underrated kids program, Pryor's Place. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other Wide World Game Shows episodes of kids games. In the upper left-hand corner is the episode I did on Double Dare from 1986, that is, since even though I did the 1976 series with Alex Trebek, but that's a much different game show. The upper right-hand corner is the episode I did on Jep, which is already one of the most viewed episodes of the series. And the bottom left-hand corner is the episode on Wheel 2000. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the wide world of game shows. Then I'm your guy. Thank you again for watching. We'll have another episode coming up for you sometime down the road. Stay tuned, details to follow next month or in the coming months. So until next time, on the Big D saying, see ya.